Hey everybody, Sensei John here, and this video is for both groups, my kids and adults in my Krav Maga. Today we're going to go over those 7 elbows. Adults, this is for you specifically because you'll need to know this for your exam coming up at the end of the month. Alright, so remember our 7 elbows are strictly Krav Maga combative techniques. Alright, we got 7 of them. I'm just going to stroll through them real quick and give a brief little breakdown of all of them. Okay, so our first elbow, before we do anything, we'll always start from neutral. Okay, then our hands come up. If I'm using my right side, I'm going to come across. I'll go ahead and mirror, so I'll use my left. I'll come across, and I'm cutting across the body, and note the turn for that elbow number 1. Remember, your hand, when you're doing the elbow, comes on the inside of your other hand. You don't want to trap your defending hand like this. So keep that hand on the inside. We lift our opposite heel, and we turn the body. All right? Then we come back for number 2, elbow number 2. Remember, that's a thrust, more of a thrusting elbow. So we're bringing our arm in, and then we're thrusting. Remember, you want to twist those hips just a little bit to get a little more power on that. All right? I'm going to turn around for that elbow number 3. Elbow number 3, remember, we always look whenever we're striking in a direction that's not the front. So for that side elbow, you turn, right? Turn that head. For that back elbow, I'm turning my head, looking over my shoulder for elbow number 3. Goes behind the head. Notice that I'm turning at the hip just a little bit to get a little more extension. All right? Then we got our elbow number 4. Elbow number 4 goes behind the belly or behind the lower back. Bam! Gut shot, right? Notice that I sit in that just a little bit. I sit in it as I turn, and that's just to give me a little more punch on that elbow by letting gravity help me with that strike. All right? Then we got elbow number 5, which comes up the chin behind us as if somebody's trying to grab us, maybe a hold like this. We come up here, bam, and if they're too far, I got that back hammer fist. So number 5 comes up. Notice that my opposite hand is always protecting my face because I don't know what's going on. I always want to have this instinct to bring my hands up to protect my face. Notice that I'm dipping, bending at the waist. I'm not bowing like this. It's a slight bend at the waist so I can get that extension and strike up above my head under my opponent's chin. Then for number 6, I'm going to come back up here. This elbow comes straight up the center, right in front. Notice that I'm turning my body just to maximize that extension. If I don't turn my body, this is where my elbow's going, and it's not going up my center line. That means that I'm not hitting the chin. I'm not hitting the face, and I don't want to do that. So make sure that when I'm doing this, my hand is inverted and it slides right up the side of my head as this elbow comes up. Then, of course, elbow number 7, my elbow drops straight down. Now, I'm not coming up and then down. You can do that if you have the time and you'll get some additional power, but this is a big motion. We actually want to come from here straight down and use the bend in your knees and the sudden drop in your body to give you that power. Don't rely on winding up. If you're doing this, you might as well do this when you throw your punches. When you do this, it's a very big, very slow motion versus here. All right? So, we got elbow number 1, elbow number 2, elbow number 3, elbow number 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll do it from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm going to do some of these on the bag now as much as I can. If I'm here, got elbow number 1, elbow number 2. Remember 2, you always want to stand sideways so that elbow goes in. Back to the bag, elbow number 3, elbow number 4. 5 is a little difficult on a bag. If you have a partner at home or a parent or somebody who can hold a pad for you, you want to hold that pad like this as that elbow comes out. Remember, when pad holding, you always want the pad perpendicular to the angle of the strike. So if it's straight, it's here, it's coming up, it's here, it's going down, it's here. All right, so for that number 5, we want that pad. Same thing for that number 6 and 7. All right, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. you can do on the bag. All right, so play with those elbows at home. You guys have any questions about that, please holler at us, let us know. You got any photos, any videos you want to show of us training, please go ahead, post them in that Facebook group, okay? Happy training. Whoosh.